The Rebels are coached by the venerable Steve Fillion, assisted by Randy Huey and Mark Magnuson. And now the lineups for your hometown Lincoln High School Prowlers. In numerical order at junior, number 5, Bridger Wilcox. Junior, number 10, Wyatt Nelson. Senior, number 11, Everett Nelson. Senior, number 15, Aaron Zutz. And senior, number 30, Caden Rose. The Prowlers are coached by John.
And there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Thanks for sticking with us, working through some audio issues, but we are ready to go here inside of the Brick House tonight. James Cardarelli with you. Gavin and Bethany did a great job figuring out the audio issues. There are producers tonight back in the media room. The Rebels are in town in Thief River Falls, 9-1 on the year, taking on the 6-3 Prowlers, and we are underway. Everett Nelson wins the tip, and a really good crowd on hand inside of the Brick House tonight. The negative 20-degree weather did not scare the fans from coming out this evening. It only scared my car from starting this morning. And a rebound to the Rebels. Up ahead, and a right-hand layup comes off the front of the rim, and here comes Wyatt Nelson. Nelson to Wilcox. Wilcox floats it up off the window. Soft touch, Bridger Wilcox. Quickly the other way, up and down pace, and putting it up and in, Luke Peterson. And right away, head coach John Hams calls a timeout. He does not like how quickly the Rebels are getting the ball up the floor with little resistance. It's a 30-second timeout, and we're just going to keep it right here for the first timeout of the game. We talk about the Rebels, 9-1 on the season, and they have high hopes. As the season continues on and heading into tournament time, they are poised to make a deep run, led by Connor Duden and Owen Shervestad, but they have a lot of depth on this roster with the likes of Will Giesecke, Ethan Johnson as well. Ethan Majors, he's a good player off the bench for him. And Bridger Wilcox, the junior, on the wing. Drives in, goes to Everett Nelson. Nelson spins in a pack. Now Wilcox will put up a three. It's short. And a rebound to Duden. Duden now pushing the pace. Duden all the way to the basket, and that one is rebounded by Peterson. Now Giesecke. Giesecke, spin move, goes to the corner. Duden's open. He'll take it. It's short. And a strong rebound by Shervestad, and unable to save it. It ends up with Wilcox. Now Nelson up ahead, loses the handle. I do want to apologize. My voice a little bit raspy today. I was down in the cities this weekend cheering on my Cleveland Cavaliers as we beat the Minnesota Timberwolves pretty easily too. Shervestad dumps it down low, and Nelson takes it away. Everett Nelson has it poked away from behind by Ethan Johnson. Looking around the landscape of sports tonight, national championship game going on right now. Ohio State Buckeyes, the Ohio State Buckeyes tied up with Notre Dame 7-7 in the second quarter. Gannon Zutz picks up the dribble. He goes to Rantanen. Rantanen usually starts but has been battling a bit of a sickness, so didn't practice and coming off the bench tonight. And Wilcox's pass sails out of bounds. Shervestad goes to Giesecke. Giesecke to the corner. Now to Duden. Duden picked up by Zutz. Duden behind the back goes to Shervestad at the top. Shervestad surveys. He likes that little mid-range game. He finds Peterson. Peterson nearly walked with it, puts it up and in for two. Wilcox will bring it up. He's picked up by Giesecke. Wilcox to the corner to Zutz. Zutz goes to Everett Nelson. Nelson to Wyatt Nelson. Wyatt Nelson will dribble drive. Goes to Rantanen. He tries it. He buys it. Lucas Rantanen with his first field goal. Prowlers lead 5-4. Servistad on the wing now. Owen, good crossover dribble. Gets to the rack. Too strong. And Rantanen with the weak side rebound. Here comes Wilcox. Bridger now. Goes to the corner to Wyatt Nelson. He'll hoist a three. That one's too strong. And Servistad with another strong rebound. And then he's fouled by Gannon Zutz. And it's those type of fouls that has seen the Prowler boys get into some foul trouble in this season. It's an unnecessary reach-in right there. Your head coach, John Hams, you just want Gannon to either just get back or move his feet. Servistad goes to the top. A three is hoisted, and it's in. Nothing but net for Ethan Johnson. Osowski in the game now for the first time. Needs help, finds Zutz, and Zutz unable to control it. Servistad ends up with it, and here comes Owen. Owen, in and out dribble. Behind the back, goes to the corner. Johnson passed the three up, now Giesecke. Giesecke, he gets into the paint, he turns, shoots, rims off. Everett Nelson with a rebound. Here comes Rantanen. Rantanen floats it, scores it. 7-7 now. Servistad around that screen. Drives in baseline, gets to the rim. That one's too strong on a reverse try and out of bounds. It'll be Rebel basketball.
And for the Rebels, number 2,
Gunnar Halverson checking in, as well as Ethan Majors. Caden Rose in for the Prowlers. Servistad will inbound it. And Peterson gives it to Servistad. Servistad goes baseline, pivots, finds a cutter. It's floated, it's too strong. And here comes Wilcox. Wilcox will take it in. Scoop, layup, up and in on the break. Bridger Wilcox with some touch around that basket to start. He's got 4. And now Duden. That pass stolen away, and Bridger back the other way again. Bridger, too strong. Duden bothered it. Now Everett Nelson has it, goes to Zutz. Zutz thinks about it, goes to Wilcox in the corner. Bridger is picked up by Servistad, goes to Rose. Zutz, he'll fire it. He's got it. 12-7 now. Prowlers up by 5. Crossover dribble. Owen into the lane, left-hand layup. That one's off. And now Everett Nelson up the far side. Here comes Everett. Nearly loses the ball. Goes to Wilcox, steps into a 3. That one's short. Rebound to Duden. Servistad gets it up ahead to Majors. Majors goes baseline. Goes to the middle to Peterson. Peterson dumps it to Halverson. That's a travel. Checking in, Giesecke as well as Ben Gullingsrud. Wyatt Nelson in for the Prowlers. 12-19 here to go in the first half. Bridger will bring it up. He's picked up by Giesecke. Bridger goes to Nelson. Nelson into the lane. Goes to Bridger. Bridger's 3 is off the back iron. Nelson fighting for it. Goes out of bounds. It'll be Rebel ball. driving in and going to the corner. A three is up. That one is well short. And a rebound to Giesecke. Now Majors. Majors on the wing. Goes to Duden. Duden, a prolific scorer, floats it up. That one's too strong. And now Rantanen has it. Rantanen pushing the pace. Here comes Rantanen. Has it knocked away by Majors. Good job by Majors. Getting back defensively. Shervestad coming back in. Gavin Thomas in as well. Zutz back in for the Prowlers. Bridger to Rantanen. Nelson wants to post up. He goes to Zutz. He fires away. Got it. 2 for 2 from 3 to start. That's a welcome sign here for Gannon Zutz and the Prowlers. Now they lead by 8. They go to the corner. Thomas swings it around top. Giesecke to Shervestad. Shervestad baseline, crossover dribble, gets into the lane. Now to the corner. Giesecke. Prowler's doing a good job defending the paint right now. A three goes up, back iron. Shervestad surveys. He'll take a three from the top. He's got it. That's Owen's first field goal. He's got 3. Bridger will survey. Spins in the lane. Shervestad put that big body into him, and he goes out of bounds. It's a turnover. Owen Shervestad, you can tell he's been in the weight room. Talented quarterback for the Rebels in his senior season and playing really good basketball. Shervestad goes to Giesecke. Prowlers all over defensively, and Gannon Zutz knocks it out of bounds. Peterson and Duden checking in for the Rebels. 10:06 here to go in the first half. Giesecke will line up a three. That one rattles home. There's a timeout on the floor. We'll step aside as well. Prowlers 15, Rebels 13, back in 30.
The Curve Car Wash is now open in Thief River Falls. Located at 2014 US 59, the Curve Car Wash is passionate about giving you the best possible car wash experience. Their express automatic tunnel wash uses the latest wash technology to gently and efficiently cleanse and rinse your car. Between their express car wash and on-site vacuums, they've got you and your vehicle covered. The Curve Car Wash, now open in Thief River Falls.
Welcome back in here. 15-13, Prowlers lead it. 9:59 here to go in the first half. James Cardarelli with you. And a really nice crowd on hand here on a Monday in Thief River Falls. Wilcox goes around the screen from Nelson. Bridger will drive in, has it poked away. And now Shervestad will bring it up. Here comes Owen, picked up by Rantanen. Goes to the corner, a three is up. That one's too strong for Ethan Johnson. And fighting for the rebound is Duden. It's gonna be a jump ball. Possession arrow in favor of Red Lake County. Brad Peters checking in. Duden in the corner, goes to Peterson, now Giesecke. Giesecke goes to Duden, he's guarded by Zutz now. Swung back around to Giesecke. Goes down low to Johnson. Duden thought about the three, finds Giesecke who's open. Back iron. Everett Nelson skies for the rebound. Here comes Everett. Everett to the corner to Zutz. Zutz sees a lane baseline and puts it up off the window for two. And Gannon Zutz now with 8 points here in the first half. He leads all scores. Shervestad loses the man on the dribble, finds a cutter and a travel. Halverson, as well as Gullingsrud. And Ozowski in for the Prowlers. Now Zutz will bring it up. Danning crossover, goes to Bridger. Bridger to Zutz, thought about the three, instead he'll drive it, he loses it. And another turnover on the Prowlers, and here comes Owen Shervestad. Halverson, now to Duden. Duden, skip pass to Owen, his shot is up and too strong. Another rebound for Everett Nelson, gets it up ahead to Bridger. Wilcox will drive it, he'll float it way too strong. A weak side rebound to Peters, goes to Zutz in the corner. Zutz skip pass, and that one is taken away easily. Back the other way, it's up off the window. And Gullingsrud puts it in, draws the foul. He's going to the free throw line. Rantanen will check in the game, as well as Wyatt Nelson. Majors in for the Rebels. Free throw is up and in for Gullingsrud. And here comes Rantanen back the other way. Ozowski picks his dribble up, goes to Nelson, swung around to Wilcox. His corner three is too strong, and Duden grabs the rebound. 1 point lead for the Prowlers up ahead. Thinking about it was Gullingsrud. Now he goes to Majors. Majors will step into it. That one's off. Rebound down low is up and in for Gunnar Halverson. The Rebels take the lead by 1. Wyatt Nelson will drive in, goes to Ozowski. Swung around, Wilcox, left hand, got it. He's got 6. Back and forth we go. Here comes Duden. Duden floats it, draws the foul. Connor Duden will go to the free throw line. Caden Rose, Everett Nelson, and Zutz back in for the Prowlers. Gavin Thomas in for the Rebels. That shot is short. Second free throw in. Shervestad back in quickly for the Rebels. We're all tied up, 7:14 here to go in the first half. Shervestad read it, now Owen up ahead of the pack with the right hand. He's got 5, 2-point lead for Red Lake County Central. Wyatt Nelson loses the handle. Everett Nelson will clean it up. And he traveled. Ethan Johnson in. Will Giesecke in. Wilcox back in. Shervestad goes around the screen, drives in, goes to the corner to Giesecke. That shot is up and in. Now Bridger. Zutz, another 3, rims off. And Owen Shervestad pushes the pace, no look find up ahead, right back. They swing it around. Good ball movement here by the Rebels. Skip pass to the corner. Majors goes baseline. And a blocking foul. That ball is moving around for Red Lake County Central. It's the second foul on Gannon Zutz. Connor Duden checking back in. Giesecke on the wing. And a carry. You don't see that called very often. A carrying violation on Will Giesecke. Wilcox being guarded tightly, goes to Nelson. Everett Nelson, mid-range jumper, rims off, and a strong rebound to Connor Duden. Here comes Duden up ahead. Good find down low, pump fake, kicks it out to Shervestad. He lines it up, that one's off. And another rebound for Duden. He's gonna step back for three. Short. Three is up from the wing, got it. Will Giesecke, he's got 3 triples for 9 points here in the first half. If you're gonna play with the Rebels, you gotta score the basketball. They can come at you in a plethora of ways. Nelson's shot is well strong, and Giesecke rebounds. Up ahead to Duden. Giesecke to Shervestad. Shervestad sees the lane, right back to Giesecke. He's hot. That one's too strong. And now Nelson into Shervestad. Right hand layup gets it to fall. And I was checking the scorebook right there. I'm not sure what the call was there. I didn't see it, but it will be Prowler basketball. Prowlers trail by 6. Up ahead to Wilcox. Wilcox steps into a 3. That one is well off. Shervestad will bring it up. Owen gets into the lane, off the window. That one rims off. Now to Bridger. Here comes Bridger. Weichert in the game for the first time. They swing it around to Nelson. His 3 is short. And Shervestad rebounds. Owen Shervestad up ahead, goes down low. It's off the window for 2 for Luke Peterson. He's got 6. 29-21 is the score. We got 4:07 here to go in the first half. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
At Enbridge, we're focused on relationships. 23 Canadian First Nation and Métis communities now own an equity stake in Enbridge Athabasca Pipelines. In Minnesota, Enbridge has spent $450 million and counting, with Native-owned companies and in wages to tribal members working on Line 3. Every day brings new collaborations, partnerships, and possibilities. Learn more at Enbridge.com.
Welcome back in here. An animated John Hams in the Prowler huddle right now as he is not happy with the shot selection or defensive effort from the Prowlers here so far in the first half. 29-21 is the score. Prowlers trying to stay in this one against a tough Rebels team, 9-1 on the season, and they come at you quick. And they have shot makers all around the court. And they're putting the pressure on defensively. Here comes Wilcox. He goes to Nelson at the top. Now to Zutz on the wing. Wyatt Nelson has it. Nelson finds Wilcox. The length of the Rebels just bothering the Prowlers as Everett Nelson will drive it in. Goes to Weichert. Weichert to Zutz in the corner. Zutz will take a three. He's got it. That's his third triple. 5-point lead for the Rebels. Giesecke tries another one. That one's off. Prowlers got to get to the loose ball. They do, and now Wilcox will bring it up. They swing it to Weichert. Now Wilcox. Wilcox in the corner. Goes to Nelson. Nelson spin move, floats. That one rims off. Everett Nelson taps it back out to Wyatt Nelson. Now Bridger, he'll drive it, he'll scoop it. He gets it to fall. Everett Nelson kept that possession alive. Back to just a 3-point lead now for the Rebels. Giesecke picks his dribble up. Goes to Peterson. And a timeout from head coach Steve Fillion. We'll step aside as well, back in 30 seconds.
Hazel Blue Furniture 5-star flooring in Thief River Falls has mattresses in stock and ready to go. You can find brands such as Sealy, Restonic, and Ashley in several sizes available in store. Looking to redecorate? Furniture and accessories by Ashley, Best Home Furnishings, Door Country Amish, England, Lazy Boy Legends, Bag on Bassett, and more. There are several items available to take home right away. For flooring, you can find many brands of carpet, ceramic, tile, luxury vinyl, plank, laminate, vinyl, and hardwood. Visit Hazel Blue Furniture 5-star flooring in Thief River Falls.
Welcome back in here. They give it to Shervestad. They swing it around. Peterson in the corner. Now to Giesecke. Back to Shervestad. Shervestad has it poked away. Gets it back. Goes to the corner to Halverson. Halverson back to Shervestad. Shervestad tries to find a man down low. Zutz saves it. 4 seconds on the shot clock. Giesecke, he'll line it up. That one's off. Everett Nelson tracks it down, but ends up with Peterson. Shervestad steps into a three. That one's off. And Everett Nelson with a rebound. Up ahead to Zutz. Now to Wilcox at the top. Bridger surveys. Goes to Nelson, to Ozowski. Now Wyatt Nelson. Wyatt Nelson to Ozowski. Gannon Zutz, a deep three. Nothing but net. He's got 4 threes. He's got 14. And we're tied up 29 apiece. Giesecke goes to Shervestad in the corner. 1:34 here to go in the first half. Swung around. Giesecke, he'll line it up. Got it. His 4th triple. Bridger Wilcox surveys, spin move in the lane, floats it, draws the foul.
Rebels foul on number 12, Will Giesecke. His first personal, first team foul. Shooting 2 for the Prowlers, Bridger Wilcox.
First free throw. Off the mark. Majors will check back in for Luke Peterson. That one's in for Bridger. He's got 7 now, or excuse me, 9. Driving in, backdoor find to Duden. Now Giesecke. Giesecke gets into the lane. Picked up his dribble, needs help. Goes to Shervestad. Now Shervestad surveys. Dribbling through traffic. Goes out to Giesecke. Giesecke, he floats up a mid-range and he puts it up and in. 44 seconds here to go in the first half. 4-point lead for the Rebels. Now Wilcox, he goes to Nelson. Picked up by Duden. Everett drives in. Swung around to Zutz in the corner. He's guarded by Shervestad. Servistad with the long arms just denies the pass out of bounds, and the Rebel fans around me love the effort. Bridger Wilcox picked up by Giesecke. 11 seconds on the shot clock. 21 seconds on the game clock, out of bounds. It'll be Rebel ball. We'll see if Red Lake County Central plays for one shot here. That's what head coach Steve Fillion is signaling. Servistad with the slow walk up the court. They go to Duden in the corner. Swung around. Servistad ends up with it. There's 4 seconds on the clock. They run a perfect play to Giesecke, who knocks down the three. What great timing and execution from this Rebels team. They get a wide open shot right at the buzzer, and you cannot draw it up more perfect than that. Rebels will go into halftime with a 37-30 lead over the Prowlers. We'll step aside for 4 minutes.
Old Bostwick's at 224 Labrie Avenue North in Thief River Falls is where you can find upscale vintage items, as well as new and like-new antiques. Come shop for men's, women's, and children's clothing. Browse a wide variety of jewelry, ties, shoes, hats, and accessories, as well as home decor furniture and unique glassware. Old Bostwick's accepts donations on behalf of local nonprofits, with a portion of proceeds going to those in need. Shop for a cause while going green at Old Bostwick's in Thief River Falls.
What does hometown mean to us at Hometown Realty? It means we want our community to grow and succeed. It means we'll do everything we can to make that happen. Whether it's by helping people find the perfect home for them, assisting someone sell a property that they have maybe outgrown or can no longer take care of, or supporting our local businesses, schools, and nonprofits with our time and money. Everything we do is for the good of our community. Our family lives here, we live here, we love it here. We are Hometown.
I highly recommend GVT. It was the best decision I ever made.
It's so pleasant to speak with a real person who's knowledgeable, efficient, and effective in their position. The quality and reliability of our internet, TV, and cell service instantly improved.
Buffering is a thing of the past.
We switched to Garden Valley Technologies for our internet service and couldn't be happier.
Be a part of our growing family and share in our success.
About a month before graduating, I ended up accepting a position on the Boeing 727 as a flight engineer. Being at Northland really opened the doors to that opportunity.
The value for the money, what you get from the degree, the opportunity for a career, and the upward mobility within this industry right now is just amazing.
When you're in the market for a new vehicle, why not shop Christian Motors, your Chevy and GMC dealer, Highway 32 North in Fertile. You can take advantage of one of the largest selections of new and used vehicles with some of the best prices in the area. You can shop the lot or you can check them out online, christianmotors.com or christiancarsonline.com. They are proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer in Fertile, and they're proud to have one of the largest, best selections around. It's Christian Motors of Fertile.
We have a great responsibility to deliver great power. Power that's reliable, affordable, adaptable. Power from coal, wind, hydro. Power that's here right now and that's ready for tomorrow. Sustainable power from renewables and carbon capture. With great versatility comes great power. We're all in on all of the above energy.
Hi, this is Jim, and with Bernie Berkemeyer, we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us in enchanting Ireland, June 25th to July 4th. Experience the ancient history, natural beauty, and the warm hospitality of Ireland. We travel across this beautiful country, visiting places like the Kilkenny Castle and the breathtaking cliffs of Moher. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ for more information, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
back in here. We're at halftime of this one. Youngsters out on the court, getting to play in front of a crowd here in the high school gym during halftime. We got a good one going on here inside of the Brick House as the Red Lake County Central Rebels lead the Prowlers on a score of 37-30 at half. Gunnar Halverson's got 2 points. Ethan Johnson with 3 points. Owen Shervestad with 5 points. Luke Peterson's got 6. Ben Gullingsrud with 3. Connor Duden with 1. And leading them in scoring is Will Giesecke, and he has lit up the Brick House with 5 threes there in the first half. For the Prowlers, Bridger Wilcox has 9. Wyatt Nelson with 2. Rantanen's got 5, and Gannon Zutz, he's got 14. He leads the Prowlers in scoring, and he's knocked down 4 triples of his own. Right now, the Prowlers struggling to get open shots offensively. Give the Rebels defense a lot of credit as they've been in the passing lanes, forcing a lot of turnovers, and really hard to get any clean looks if you're Thief River Falls right now. And then Red Lake County Central, you just see the offensive execution. So there's a reason why they're 9-1. Their only loss on the year was a 2-point loss to Ada Borup West. But at the end of the half there, they had the ball with about 19 seconds left, and they ran a perfect play, perfect timing on the play to find Giesecke, who's hot for a wide open 3 from the top, and he knocked it down. And give them a lot of credit, led by head coach Steve Fillion. They're poised to make a deep tournament run, and they're hoping for a section championship this year with a lot of upperclassmen and a lot of talent on the roster. For the Prowlers, they're still in this one, but they got to be smarter with the basketball and a little stronger defensively. And I would try to get Everett Nelson some more touches down low. These Prowlers, they shoot a lot of threes, but they're going to have to try to work inside out against this Rebel defense in the second half. If I were them, as Everett Nelson held scoreless there in the first half, and he is somebody that the Prowlers need to get going offensively if they're going to win this basketball game. Well, we'll step aside for another timeout. We'll be back in 3 minutes for the second half right here on GVT. Don't go anywhere. Prowlers trail by 7. It's 37-30. Red Lake County Central back in 3 minutes.
I highly recommend GVT. It was the best decision I ever made.
It's so pleasant to speak with a real person who's knowledgeable, efficient, and effective in their position. The quality and reliability of our internet, TV, and cell service instantly improved.
Buffering is a thing of the past.
We switched to Garden Valley Technologies for our internet service and couldn't be happier.
Be a part of our growing family and share in our success.
About a month before graduating, I ended up accepting a position on the Boeing 727 as a flight engineer. Being at Northland really opened the doors to that opportunity.
The value for the money, what you get from the degree, the opportunity for a career, and the upward mobility within this industry right now is just amazing.
When you're in the market for a new vehicle, why not shop Christian Motors, your Chevy and GMC dealer, Highway 32 North in Fertile. You can take advantage of one of the largest selections of new and used vehicles with some of the best prices in the area. You can shop the lot or you can check them out online, christianmotors.com or christiancarsonline.com. They are proud to be your Chevy and GMC dealer in Fertile, and they're proud to have one of the largest, best selections around. It's Christian Motors of Fertile.
We have a great responsibility to deliver great power. Power that's reliable, affordable, adaptable. Power from coal, wind, hydro. Power that's here right now and that's ready for tomorrow. Sustainable power from renewables and carbon capture. With great versatility comes great power. We're all in on all of the above energy.
Hi, this is Jim, and with Bernie Berkemeyer, we're inviting you on a holiday vacations tour. Join us in enchanting Ireland June 25th to July 4th. Experience the ancient history, natural beauty, and the warm hospitality of Ireland. We travel across this beautiful country visiting places like the Kilkenny Castle and the breathtaking cliffs of Moher. Visit holidayvacations.com, keyword RJ for more information, or call 888-557-1020 for a free brochure.
Linforce Agency and Auto Owners Insurance care about the success of our local communities, businesses, and farms. We are cheering right alongside you for area students, athletes, and their achievements. We're here to celebrate your milestones and are with you through the unexpected. Our team of insurance agents is committed to helping you find a policy that fits your needs. At any of our locations, we will work with you to ensure that you and those you care about most are protected. Give us a call today at 218-435-6585 and check out our website at linforceagency.com.
Welcome back in here. Prowlers will get the ball to start the second half. Trailing by 7. But they need to get some stops because this is not a team that you can trade baskets with in the Rebels. I would try to get Everett Nelson some touches down low as well. Held to 0 points in the first half. Prowlers just struggling to find direction offensively. Wyatt Nelson has the ball. He goes to Wilcox. Wilcox is picked up by Giesecke. Goes to Nelson on the wing. Nelson drives in, goes to Zutz in the corner. Zutz loses Shervestad. Now to Nelson, top of the key three. That one's off. Too strong, and Duden brings it up. Shervestad in the lane, goes to the corner. Now to the top, Giesecke's open. Rims off, look good. Rose grabs the rebound. Now to Wilcox. Wilcox goes to Nelson. And it's stolen away by Shervestad. Owen Shervestad bringing it up. Goes to Peterson. Peterson, too strong, it rims off. And now Everett Nelson will bring it up. Has it poked away from behind by Shervestad, and now here comes Owen. Owen surveys. Goes to Giesecke, now Duden. Mid-range jumper is in. That's Ethan Johnson. He's got 5. Zutz is guarded by Shervestad. And that's a foul. 9-point lead for the Rebels. They get it into Rantanen. Rantanen. And another turnover. Out of bounds. It is Prowler basketball. And that pass is deflected and stolen away by the Rebels. Peterson, or excuse me, Johnson, and that ball is out of bounds. Sloppy play here to start the second half for both sides. Wilcox will bring it up. Bridger goes to Rantanen. Rantanen goes to Nelson at the top. Backdoor pass to Zutz. Reverse layup up and in. He's got 16 now. And now Shervestad has it. 3 is up and in for Connor Duden. His first field goal. Wilcox has it poked away. Ball's on the floor. And a travel. A turnover on the Prowlers. Giesecke goes to Shervestad on the elbow, handoff to Duden, and a foul. They go to the corner to Duden. Duden down to Shervestad. Shervestad to Duden. Duden drives it, floats it, too strong, and a rebound to Johnson. Has it poked away, a fight for the ball, and it's going to be a jump ball. Ten-point lead for the Rebels. Shervestad will inbound. Owen gets it back. Owen surveys, has Nelson on him. Owen crossover dribble. Good pass down low. It's up and in for Peterson. Now a 12-point lead. Everett Nelson brings it up. He goes to Wyatt Nelson in the corner, and that pass is tipped and stolen. It'll be another jump ball. Ozowski in for Thief River Falls. Gannon Zutz will inbound it. Majors in, as well as Gullingsrud for the Rebels. They throw it over the top to Wilcox. Wilcox is picked up by Giesecke. Bridger goes to Nelson at the top. Nelson surveys, goes to Wyatt Nelson. Wyatt Nelson will drive in off the window for two with the right hand. He's got four. And now Shervestad. Three is up, and it's in. Wide open look off one pass. And the Prowlers nearly throw it away. Osowski drives it in, goes to the corner. Nelson to the top, and the Prowlers just scrambled offensively. Wyatt Nelson will take a three. Got it. They needed that one. Back the other way. Gullingsrud thought about it. Goes right back to Shervestad. Shervestad, crossover dribble. Now Gullingsrud in the corner. Goes to Giesecke. Giesecke in the lane. Goes to Shervestad. He puts it up for a three. That one rims off halfway down. Now Bridger will bring it up. Picks his dribble up. Goes to Nelson. Oh, and Shervestad will tie Nelson up from behind. And too many empty possessions here for the Prowlers. Just unable to even get a shot off at times. Possession arrow in favor of the Rebels. We got 13:40 here to go in our second half. Prowlers trying to stay in this. A three up from Gullingsrud, and that is another just one pass possession to an open three for the Rebels. Wilcox has it poked away, gets it back, goes to Everett. Everett in the lane being hounded, back to Wilcox. His three is up. He got fouled by Shervestad. Three shots coming for Bridger Wilcox. Owen bailed him out with that foul. First one is off. Second shot up and in. Rose in for the Prowlers, as well as Weichert. Second free throw in for Bridger. Shervestad will bring it up. Weichert tried to steal it away, and now the Prowlers commit the foul. Duden in the corner. Jab step, drives it, floats it with the right hand, leaves it short, gets his own miss. Now Shervestad in the corner. Too strong. Owen still trying to find the range from deep. Ozowski to Rose. Rose pump fakes, puts it off the glass for two. Shervestad will bring it up. Goes to Gullingsrud, right back to Owen. Now to Majors. He'll take a three. Too strong. Ozowski tracks it down, and now Bridger will bring it up. Up ahead to Zutz. Zutz to Ozowski. Ozowski to the corner to Weichert. Weichert goes baseline. Good pass to Ozowski. He's open, too short. Nearly fell in there, though. Line drive shot from the top, and now Shervestad. He'll drive baseline. Finds a man in the corner. It's Majors. His three is no good. Knocked out of bounds. It'll be Prowler ball. Giesecke and Thomas checking in. Got to keep an eye on Will Giesecke. He's got 17 points on 5 threes. 12:07 here to go. Wilcox. Mid-range. Rims off. And a rebound to Giesecke. Giesecke at the top. Good move. Kicks it out. Swung around to Thomas. That ball's moving on a string. Duden's open. Short. Out of bounds. It'll be Prowler ball. Prowler still hanging in there. 50-41. Wilcox will bring it up. Ozowski has it. He drives in, finds a cutter, backdoor, and Nelson who puts it up and in. So Wyatt Nelson now has 9. Giesecke goes to Majors. Majors thought about it. Back to Giesecke. Giesecke surveys. Now Duden. Duden back to Giesecke. Swung around to Majors. Majors being hounded by Weichert. Good defense by Weichert, and Weichert comes up with a steal, makes a move, puts it up and in, and count the basket. He's going to the free throw line, and Landon Weichert, the senior, earning himself some more playing time here. The crowd loves it, and he's going to the line. Landon Weichert with the old Rajon Rondo move that he made famous back in the day with the fake pass behind the back and putting it up and in, but misses the free throw, and here comes Duden. Giesecke to Duden. Duden finds a cutter. That one's off. Gets his own miss. Now Shervestad, spin move in the lane. Kicks it out to Johnson. And a travel, and the Prowlers with some momentum now, getting some stops. 50-45 is the score, and a big possession coming up here for Thief River Falls. Zutz will inbound, gets it to Bridger. Bridger up ahead to Wyatt Nelson, now to Gannon Zutz, his three, short. Shervestad rebounds, up ahead to Johnson. Johnson ahead of the pack and draws the foul. Ethan Johnson's first free throw comes off. Second free throw, rims off, and Everett Nelson gets the miss. Up ahead to Weichert. Weichert puts it up and draws the foul. Landon Weichert making some plays. Oh, no, excuse me, it wasn't a foul. What? A turnover. Everybody thought Owen Shervestad got called for the foul. It's Rebel basketball. Duden down low. Johnson off the glass for two, and he got fouled. Ethan Johnson will go to the free throw line. Foul is on Weichert. And it's rebounded by Giesecke after the missed free throw. Foul's on Wyatt Nelson. Peters checks in for Weichert. Duden goes baseline, dump off pass to Peterson. Now Shervestad. Now Duden in the corner. Three is up, three is good. It's only a matter of time before Duden gets going. He's got 7 now. Back to a 10-point lead. Prowlers cut it within 5. Now 5-0 run by the Rebels. Zutz has it around the screen. Surveys, he goes to Wyatt Nelson. Ball's loose and ends up with Zutz. Zutz, wild shot and a charge. Owen Shervestad stepping in and taking the hit. Gannon was just a little bit out of control there. Heads up play by Owen Shervestad. It's that type of play that's earned Owen Shervestad a spot on the James Gang this summer. And if you're wondering what that is, it's my Hoops for Hope team over there in Red Lake Falls. Teaming up with his cousins, the Rosendals. All-time leading scorer in Prowler history, Jack Manning, and me, a washed-up broadcaster. Shervestad. Backdoor pass, and that one's up and in. What a find by Owen Shervestad. Peterson's free throw is out, and the Rebels leaving a lot of points at the free throw line. That's fortunate for the Prowlers. Everett Nelson, he'll drive it in, and he has it knocked away. Every time Everett gets into the paint, you see 3 Rebel players all over him. They have held Everett Nelson in check here this evening. The 1,000-point scorer in his career. He has 0 points with 8:56 here to go. And he's having some discussions with the referees. I think he's just warning them right now to have him cool off a little bit. He thought he got fouled at the other end. Shervestad at the line. Free throw up and in. Owen's got 7. That's a 14-point lead. Wilcox down low, and the foul is before the shot. Score update. In the national championship game, The Ohio State University, 21-7 over Notre Dame. Up ahead, Peterson has it. He goes to Halverson, now Shervestad, now Duden. He lines it up, and that one rims off. And another whistle. It's going to go against the Rebels. Wilcox across the timeline. Goes to Nelson in the corner. Now Everett Nelson. Ozowski's fighting for it. The Rebels are everywhere defensively. Still fighting for it, and a jump ball. Fowlers just cannot hold on to the basketball. Rebels come at you with a lot of size and strength on the wings. And the Prowlers have just struggled to take care of the ball against them. Wilcox has it. It's a 14-point lead for the Rebels, and they're throwing the double team at him. Ozowski traveled with it. Questionable call, but another turnover. Giesecke sees a lane, goes to Duden. Duden will drive it. He floats it from the mid-range. That's off. Peterson, strong rebound off the window, too strong. And Rose rips down the rebound. Here comes Bridger Wilcox. Wilcox up ahead to Everett Nelson. Everett Nelson will drive it in, floats it up, and that one's too strong. Now Rose finds Nelson. Nelson pump fakes off the window for two. Now Duden back the other way. Duden at the elbow. Goes to Giesecke. Giesecke floats it in the lane. That one's off the back iron. Wilcox gets the miss. Up ahead to Wyatt Nelson. Nelson off the glass. Gets it to fall. Wyatt Nelson now with 11. And the Prowlers take a timeout. It's a full timeout. 10-point lead for the Rebels. We'll be back in 30 seconds. Welcome back in here. Prowlers trying to inch closer. They cut it within 5. But they got 7:17 here to go. They trail by 10 against the 9-1 Red Lake County Central Rebels, who have played great basketball here this evening on both ends of the floor. Giesecke had 17 first half points. He has nothing here in the second half. They swing it around to Johnson. Now Giesecke picked up by Wilcox. Wilcox pokes at it. Now Duden. Duden guarded by Wyatt Nelson. Hand off to Giesecke. Giesecke to Duden in the corner. Duden mid-range jumper. That one's off. Fighting for the rebound. It ends up with the Rebels. Gollingsrud swings it around to Johnson. Duden in the lane, floats, scores. He can give it to you any which way, mid-range, down low, or from 3. He is a talented scorer for the Rebels. And that one is a foul on Duden. A little bit of a push in the back there. Majors will check in. Point lead. That one gets thrown out of the reach of Wilcox. He goes back for it. Now Bridger. Bridger being hounded by Giesecke, and Giesecke all over Bridger. Nelson has it. Nelson down low to Rose. Rose back to the basket. Back to Everett. Everett lines up a 3. Got it. 9-point lead, and Ethan Majors up ahead. Goes to Giesecke at the top. Now Duden. Duden to Giesecke. Giesecke Gullingsrud's three, that one's off, and Rose rebounds. Up ahead to Everett Nelson. Everett Nelson in the lane. Mid-range jumper, bang. Everett Nelson coming alive here. He's got 7 now. And Steve Fillion wants to talk about it. Prowlers hanging in there. We'll be back in 30 seconds.
At Thief River Falls, our mission is any goal, any opportunity, anytime, anywhere, for anyone. We personalize the learner experience by focusing on 6 pillars.
Real-world, authentic opportunities.
Voice and choice.
Equitable experiences.
Staff growth.
Safety.
Strong fiscal management.
So that we meet our vision by creating our future, the Prowler way.
Welcome back in here. 61-54 is our score. We got 5:36 here to go.
And the Prowler girls basketball team travels to Ada to take on Ada Moore at JV at 6 o'clock with varsity to follow.
It'll be Rebel basketball. Prowlers continuing the scratch and claw. Servistad will bring it up. Surveys, he goes to Duden. Duden now drives in, goes to Servistad in the corner. Servistad to Majors, swung around, back to Majors, he's open. It's short, and a rebound to the Rebels. Servistad now brings it out. Crossover dribble, loses the handle. Duden saves it, Duden fires it and got it. My goodness. Effortless looking shot, and it's back to a 10-point lead. Wilcox has it denied, but a charge. Owen Servistad slides in and takes another charge. It's 28-7. The Ohio State Buckeyes leading Notre Dame tonight in the national championship. Not so much fight in the Fighting Irish. They go to Duden in the corner. Duden, left hand, and that one is off the mark, but he gets fouled. That one up and in for Duden. Zutz back in the game. He's got 16 points. He leads the Prowlers in scoring. Duden trying to make it a 12-point lead. It rims off. Rose grabs the rebound. It goes to Bridger. Can't have too many empty possessions now if you're the Prowlers with 4:27 here to go. Nelson goes to Rose, now Wilcox, three is off the front of the rim. Zutz rebounds it. Now Bridger. Bridger to the basket, puts it up and in. Majors, jab step, now goes to Giesecke, to Duden, now Servistad. Servistad, crossover dribble, behind the back. Skip pass, Gullingsrud's three is up, rims off. Servistad skies for the rebound. Now to Giesecke. Giesecke, wild shot, and it's grabbed by Everett Nelson. Here come the Prowlers yet again. Everett surveys, goes to Bridger. Wilcox will drive it in, and just too high for Caden Rose. Cale Farbo in for the Prowlers. Servistad has it poked Out of bounds off of Bridger Wilcox. They go down low to Duden. Duden to Giesecke, now to Shervestad in the corner. Got it. Owen Shervestad, that's a big shot there, a timely shot. He's up to 10 points now. Wilcox back the other way. Now Zutz, he steps back for three, and Gannon Zutz with a big shot. A 9-point game. Here comes Bridger Wilcox. Everett Nelson. Goes to Wyatt Nelson. To Fargo. That one's off the back iron. Peterson at the free throw line. That one's off, and Bridger gets the miss. It's a 10-point game. Driving in is Bridger, and Owen Shervestad just rips it from him. Here comes Giesecke. Rebels will slow it down. Shervestad drives in, floats, and scores. Up ahead to Wyatt Nelson. That one's off. Out of bounds. It'll be Rebel basketball. Extending their defense, Shervestad picks his dribble up, and now Duden up ahead. Here comes Duden. Goes to Giesecke. 12-point lead, and Prowler's running out of time. Red Lake County Central came in as advertised. One of the best teams around the area. Down low to Peterson, off the window for two. Now a 14-point lead. Wilcox has it poked at. Now Zutz lines up a three. Back iron. Wilcox will grab it. And Shervestad fouls him. We will wrap up immediately after this one and get Bethany and Gavin home. Our producers doing a great job this evening, and everybody try to stay warm the best way you can. That one's up and in. I think we're living in the coldest place in America here in Thief River Falls. Today was absolutely brutal. That one up and in for Bridger. I'd give this area credit though. This is the only place in America that would have a high school sporting event in negative 25-degree weather. People do not run away from the cold here. Seems like they run towards it. They will just dribble this ball out. Rebels will move to 10-1 on the season. Shervestad has it. They go down to Peterson, who puts it up and in. Ozowski in the game, Weichert in the game. Cale Farbo in the game for the Prowlers. Ozowski in the corner, goes to Weichert. Wyatt Nelson puts up a three, that one's off. Prowlers will fall to 6-4 on the year. We'll have the game here on Thursday as they take on Barnesville. They go on the road tomorrow at East Grand Forks. Really good showing by the Red Lake County Central Rebels. As they come into the Brick House and they handle business, they move to 10-1 on the season. Will Giesecke with 17 points, all in the first half on 5 threes. Connor Duden will finish with 13 points. Shervestad finished with 12 points. And Peterson finished with 15 points. They got a number of ways that they can score the basketball. A really good team on both ends of the floor, and I'm looking forward to seeing what they can do when it comes tournament time. Bridger Wilcox for the Prowlers, he finished with 15 points. Wyatt Nelson would finish with 11 points. Everett Nelson finished the game with 7 points. Landon Weichert with 2. Gannon Zutz finishes with 19 points. Rantanen had 5 and Caden Rose had 2. Well, for Gavin and Bethany back in the media room, I'm James Cardarelli. Everybody, stay warm, stay safe, as tomorrow morning should be a little rough as well when it comes to the weather. But everybody have a wonderful rest of your night, and we'll see you Thursday as the Prowlers take on Barnesville.